But what about Gerard Mayo and the expectations for Gerard Mayo this year? What's your level of concern or confidence in the first-year head coach?
I would say a lot of concern. I don't know what he does. What does he do? Is he a motivator? Is he a speaker? Is he the communicator for the ownership? Is he going to get a whiteboard and do X's and O's? Is he going to be helping linebackers? Is he working with the offensive line? Tim, I don't know anything that he does. He was a linebacker in the NFL. He's been a defensive assistant, and I know that he brought a bat into rooms. What else do you know about Gerard? Oh, and he worked at Optum, who's, by the way, the sponsor for training camp. But what else do you know about Gerard Mayo? What do you know?
Yeah, look, we're going to find out a lot.
What's he good at?
Yeah. Well, we know the defense under Gerard Mayo, but
was it under him? Was it
Fair.
Steve Belichick? Was it Bill Belichick? Did Covington do anything?
He's the last remaining piece in terms of that Steve Belichick, Bill Belichick, triumphant that are still here. So I do hope, and we've talked a little about this on Zolak and Bertrand over the last few weeks. I don't know what your take on this is, but I know Bill Belichick as a head coach had his hands in everything, right? Offense, defense, special teams. He kind of oversaw the whole thing. With Gerard Mayo and the experience that he has, I hope he's more of a specialized head coach, and we've seen that in the past. Sean McVay, early on, giving the defense to Wade Phillips and sort of getting out of the way and not touching that. Hey, I do offense. This is how I do things. Matt LaFleur and Green Bay, same thing.
True.
I hope that Gerard Mayo takes the defense, focuses on that, gives the offense to Van Pelt and company. You focus on that, and then slowly here, as you get your footing and you kind of, sort of become more comfortable in the role that you have. Maybe you take on more responsibility moving forward. But I hope that's kind of what the setup looks like here moving forward. He is more specialized. I'm going to help take care of the defense. My offensive guys are going to take the offense. And then the big question mark moving forward for Gerard Mayo too, and we're not going to find this out until week 1, is can he handle in-game management? Or is this going to be a Nathaniel Hackett disaster and he's completely out over his skis in terms of the game day operation as a head coach as well?
So those are great points. If he's just running the defense and not running the offense, then what's the head coach doing? He's the head coach.
Yes, but we've seen that in the NFL before, right? That wouldn't be. I feel like in a lot of modern day setups and situations with the head, Bill Belichick and what he did, to me at least, feels like a dying breed in terms of the NFL moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Let me give you a scenario. Last year, even yesterday, remember I mentioned the end around on a 4th down to Pop Douglas to try to get a first.
Yeah.
So I blamed Bill O'Brien.
Yeah.
He's the offensive coordinator, right? Well, most people who cover the team and know everything will tell me that it's the head coach. So is Gerard Mayo going to be making 4th down calls on offense?
I hope not.
Isn't that what the head coach does? Isn't the head coach the person who makes the final decisions?
He oversees the whole operation.
Who's making the decisions? If it's 4th and 1, who's making the call?
All right, well, let me ask you this question. Who would you have more faith in making that 4th down call?
I don't know. This is why they're going to suck. This is why. They don't know. We don't know. The collaborative effort. Let me tell you, this stuff doesn't work in football. I'm sorry. It doesn't. You know who your coach is. You know what your job is. What is Gerard Mayo's job? He says he's the CEO of the team. So now I'm curious. On a 4th and 1 from the 38-yard line, what are you doing? Is he the one who says special teams? What is it? Because that's the way I've been told. And at least for 20 years, there's only been one guy. Has that changed now? Is the head coach no longer making those decisions? So the people that are down there, the writers, the people who, when I question you in postgame and say, whose call was that on offense? I want to know whose it is. I want accountability, damn it. And does Mayo have any of it when it comes to those things? I don't know. But if it's Van Pelt making the decisions, you're happy with that?
I would rather
just because he's been an offensive coordinator who, by the way, got his offensive coordinator duties removed last year for a team that went to the playoffs with Joe Flacco.
at least he has experience in that setup, though, right?
Yep. How do you think, Tom? Who makes the decisions? Do you think it's Mayo?
Look, Mayo, ultimately, Mayo is going to be the one that it falls on in terms of whether or not there's success or not. Like, he's going to be the fall guy when it comes to it. But I do think that, yes, what would be different between Gerard Mayo and Matt Patricia in terms of running the offense? It would be the same thing. Be a defensive guy trying to run the defense.
Tim, this is why they're going to suck. You just compared what's the difference between Patricia and Mayo. This is where the Patriots are at. We don't know who's making the decisions. I see people looking over my shoulder.
By the way, I agree. I don't think they're going to be good. I think that this whole coaching staff is wildly inexperienced, and when you look at the roster itself, they're going to have issues, and that we've kind of undersold the potential disaster that this coaching staff could be. No doubt.
Did you see the media guide?
Yes. Mike Reese just tweeting out moments ago, the Patriots shared their 2024 media guide with reporters today, and here is one nugget. Assistant Evan Rothstein adds the title of Director of Game Management.
Oh, God.
Gerard Mayo had noted he would lean on Rothstein for situational football, challenges, clock management, things like that.
This is Matt Patricia's boy. The stink of Matt Patricia is still in the locker room. Look what it's doing for the Eagles. Is this the new Ernie Adams?
That's the new Ernie Adams.
Out. I'm out. This is the guy that he's going to lean on. Out. And I'm sorry that I'm not giving them a chance. I know that there's probably some fans that are like, come on, Joe. Like, give them a chance. This is the NFL. This is a league where you need to score. You need to score points and keep up. You need to make one crucial decision could literally change the outcome of a game.
Yeah, for sure.
And now we don't even know if this guy's the guy making the decisions.
One crucial decision, by the way, can change your trajectory as a head coach. Again, I keep going back to it. I know it's extreme, but when Nathaniel Hackett, week 1, when he was the head coach in Denver, and the end of game situation there, when he completely mismanaged the clock, never recovered from that. We've never seen Gerard Mayo in this situation before. We don't know how he's going to handle the in-game situations that come up for the New England Patriots. Say what you will, Bill Belichick, it completely went off the rails with him. I understand that. It did. But you also knew that you had somebody that was in control in terms of in-game operation and putting things together when it came to the week-to-week aspect of this for New England. We no longer know what that's going to look like for the Patriots. We have no idea how this whole operation is going to go week to week for the Pats.
Yeah, it's gonna be something to watch. Seeing now that Evan
Rothstein's your new Ernie Adams.
Yeah, what was it? Is noted he would lean on Rothstein for situational football, challenges, and clock management. Great. So he's not making any of his own decisions. He's leaning on some guy that Matt Patricia brought in. Cool.
Again, I will say this though. I mean, the theme again was clearly this is a different era than the Bill Belichick era. Now, they only brought up Bill once in that press conference. There was only one Bill Belichick name, name drop. So at least we're getting fewer and fewer of those, Joe. But the fact that Belichick still came up in that press conference.
Oh, I didn't hear him mention Bill. Oh, I didn't hear that.
And on top of it, clearly going out of your way to establish the fact that this is a new sort of era in terms of how we're handling things.
They gave the PR team. Did you see that? We love your coverage. I'll tweet that out in a minute here. The Patriots PR gave the cutest gift to everyone entering training camp. Let it be known we are big fans of your coverage. Wishing you the coolest camp this summer. And it came with one of those portable fans, which I like.
Those are nice. Those are nice.
I have one that hooks. It hooks on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That's good.
No, that's a cool gift, but like now you're kissing the Patriots ass, the reporters. So what, they say good things about you? It's cool they gave us a fan. Hey, the team doesn't know who's making the decisions, but yeah, we got a fan out of it. I did not like this today. I missed the Bill Belichick tell us nothing. I missed the grunts, the snorts. I don't want to hear about the double Dutch days, right? I don't want to hear the giggles and the laughs. What else did he say? He's got a personal circle. What's the personal circle now? Like, who's in it? Who's in his personal circle? Do you know? That he said too much today. He said too much. And really what's clear is he is not in control. He's the coach, but what control does he have?